We have discussed in some detail how, in the case of La'el Collins, it was highly unlikely that the NFL was out to get him, that La'el did something to put himself in this unfortunate situation. And now we know the incredible something, in fact, two incredible somethings that he did. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. As they get ready for week 3, they do so again without the standout starting right tackle, La'el Collins. Why? Well, because he's serving a 5-game suspension. We've detailed how the blurred lines didn't add up there, that there was something missing in the 5-game suspension issue because the CBA doesn't call for a 5-game suspension under any circumstances. There's no such thing. So what happened? ESPN has provided one of the details, and it's hilarious unless you're the Cowboys. La'el Collins stands accused of bribing the drug tester, the pea in a cup collector. La'el Collins tried to bribe that person. Now, we've talked about how missing a test is one thing, but there's another wrinkle in the CBA that mentions failure to cooperate. And we've speculated here, what does that mean? Do you show up but say no? Do you show up with a fake sample? Do you show up, pee in a cup, and pour it over the head of the tester? What is it that you could do that would cause the tester to say, he came, but he didn't comply? Well, now we know. You tried to bribe the NFL's official drug test collector? You did? I'm told that the story about the 180 clean tests seems, quote, exaggerated. But the bottom line is you can have 180 clean ones, but if you had 7 violations, that's not clean enough, is it? One more wrinkle to this that should be greatly frustrating to the Cowboy fan. The CBA does call for a 2-game suspension. And that's what La'el Collins was initially given. 2 games. Well, how did it become 5? We reported the other day that he appealed and lost, and indeed he did. He appealed, and it went to an arbitrator. Now, the arbitrator isn't particularly bound by the CBA. The arbitrator arbitrates, finds something in the middle, find a compromise, figure out what's fair. And La'el Collins, foolishly, agreed to go to the arbitrator. Why foolish? Because the arbitrator looked at the evidence, including the bribery, and said, no, sir, this isn't 2 games. I'm giving you 5 games. So the NFL didn't do this to La'el Collins. La'el Collins arrogantly, foolishly, and with somebody guiding him that had their head up their crotch, La'el Collins put himself in the program. The league didn't do that. He did that. La'el Collins had 7 issues where he did something wrong in the testing process. The league didn't do that. That wasn't about COVID. That wasn't about the passing of his uncle. That wasn't about the dog ate his homework. Those were his choices to not go, or in this case, to not comply in maybe the most heinous way. Not only am I not going to do what my employer mandates that I do, that I agree to do via the CBA, but I'm going to bribe the NFL official trying to enforce the rule that I agreed to. Outrageous. Fish.